Day, St. Louis. We are just 2 days away from Stick to Your New Year's Resolution Day. Yeah. So today, we are going to show you an easy recipe that can help you stick to your goal of losing weight this year. Don Landis of Dinner Belle Personal Chef Service is here to show us how to make Mediterranean spaghetti squash. Never heard of that, but it smells really good.
Well, you know, a lot of times when people think for a resolution they're going to live healthier, they're going to eat better, they're going to diet, and
it sounds really boring and sad.
And they feel like they're taking away from their lives. But what you need to do is just add more flavor to your recipe.
Kind of venture out and find out what's out there, because it doesn't have to taste bad to be healthy.
Right, and everybody loves pasta, and spaghetti squash is a great way to get that pasta feel to a dish without all of the carbs.
Okay, so first you start out with the squash. And basically, wait, before we start this, she's going to make this and then show you how you can whip together another dish with the same ingredients. Yeah,
that's right. So spaghetti squash, this is what it looks like on the outside. It's super hard, so you need a machete to cut it in half. But don't. Take it and pierce it a few times, put it in your microwave for about 8 minutes until it's soft, and then you can cut it.
Okay.
And then when it's cooked,
when you're in the produce section and you're looking for one, is there something we should knock for, feel for?
You want one that's heavy for its weight. I mean, heavy for its size.
Okay.
So if like this, and if it feels heavy, and you think that that's a pretty, about 2 or 3 pounds.
Okay.
Is good.
All right. So 8 minutes in the microwave, and then we slice it down the middle.
And then this is what it looks like. It has seeds, and you scoop out the seeds like you would in a pumpkin.
Sure.
And then you just take it, and you would take a fork and you shred it into a bowl, and that's your spaghetti.
Well, that's super easy. Okay.
Right. And then for the sauce, what I have going over here are some onions and garlic and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
And some sun-dried tomatoes. And this is where you ratchet up the flavor. And it adds a little bit of the Mediterranean flair.
And this is low carb, by the way. Obviously, we're not using
low
the pasta.
Carb, right, low cal, low fat. And then you add in some regular tomatoes. Little cherry tomatoes are perfect because they're really extra sweet and have a lot of flavor. And you just saute those till they're soft.
Okay.
Then another flavor booster and a great Mediterranean ingredient are black olives. So I use a combination of black and Kalamata, whichever you like, whichever you prefer, you can use. And the sauce comes together really quickly.
And now, these ingredients you brought today, this is enough to serve about 4 people?
Yes.
So just this one big squash?
Yes, one squash.
That is nice. Yep. So inexpensive, too.
Yes, it is. And I also have a little bit of broth in here. You can use a veggie broth if you want it to be completely vegetarian. I have a little bit of chicken broth.
Okay.
All right, so you got that done there.
Yep.
Great. So then all you need to do is pour this in on top.
Okay. Don't even tell me we're done and we're just going to top it off.
Yeah, we're pretty much done. We just toss it, put in a little bit of feta cheese, again, another big flavor boost.
See, the other thing, I'm all about the microwave and those frozen dinners. It's terrible. Just because I'm so impatient, I don't want to have to slave away in the kitchen for hours. This takes no time at all.
Right. And then, you do have to prep a little and cut up some basil and cut the tomatoes, but that's not a big deal.
Okay, so we just made our spaghetti squash, but then how do you transform that into that? And what are these little guys right here?
Those little guys are squash cakes, like, crab cakes or those kinds of things. And so what you do is, here, why don't I give you a portion of this? You can try this.
Please.
And it's so bright and beautiful and colorful, and when you eat it, you feel good. And you top it off with a little bit of toasted pine nuts.
Yum.
For some crunch. So then what you do to make the squash cakes, you take 1 leftover portion of the spaghetti squash.
Okay.
And you add 1 egg and about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs, toasted breadcrumbs, and make them into little patties. And then you cook them in a skillet in just about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you have your
voila,
squash.
They're
voila.
done.
And that's for day 2, so you have something completely different for day 2 that's just as healthy.
Because if you don't have kids, it's just you and the husband, or maybe it's just you don't want to make this whole thing. Now you have 2 meals out of it.
Right. And they're just as healthy. And then you can drizzle a little bit of balsamic vinegar on top of them if you like. Top them with a little bit of tapenade.
This is really good. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm trying this for sure. And you can find both of the spaghetti squash recipes on our website right now, along with a link to Dawn's website. Carol, you could do this.
Yep, you can stick to it.
I've always wanted to use spaghetti squash, but I've been kind of nervous about it. Maybe it wouldn't taste good, but that looks fantastic. All right, that's on the Daniel menu Friday night. I'll let you guys know Monday how it comes out. Virginia and